What's going on, everybody? LK here, back at it again with another video, and today it's time for Rapid Fire by Respawn. Fundamentally, what is the best fighting game ever created? That's a super hard question to ask for the first question. I can say what is the best fighting game I've played, and that is super niche. It's called Melty Blood Acadenza version V2. It's a masterpiece game. I love that game. The fighting game I think I'm most excited for the future, if we're talking about 2020, has to be Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. It's super pumped, it's super good speed now, lots of good feedback from the players, made the game faster, pretty interesting, and it's a fighting game about knights, and that is my lane. Who would I consider to be my demon? To be honest, in Dragon Ball, my demon is probably PG Nakio, even though I've taken sets off him. Usually when I play him in tournament, I'm just like, wow, I'm losing. And then occasionally I'm like, wow, I won that somehow. And the other times I'm like, wow, I lost really bad. It definitely has to be him, I think, in Dragon Ball. Who could consider me to be their demon in this game? In Dragon Ball? In Dragon Ball. Who would that be? I don't know. When I play people and I win, good or bad, they're just like, wow, I lost that somehow. And then that's it. I don't know if anyone considers me to be their demon. Really? It's just oh, I lost kind of thing. Not oh no, I have to play LK. No matter how good they are. Who is the most underrated pro player in Dragon Ball? There is a couple. I would say if I had to really give it to somebody who, I guess in my opinion, doesn't get the attention they deserve, it would probably be Super Noon, I think. He's just always done well in the game. I guess people know he's really good too, because first season he did really well, and second season he's been doing mostly pretty well, but I just feel he doesn't get talked about as much as other top players of the game. Who is the most underrated local player? This is kind of tough. It's kind of tough because a lot of the people in New York City, their level is pretty good here. And there's people like Legendary Pred, there's Double L, there's my homie New Jersey Sage, there's Jace, a lot of good people here. It's kind of most people from outside the region understand that our region is pretty strong. So I don't really think there's anyone who is considered underrated here, really. Who is my wife? This is a really, really, really hard question, and it would take a long time to explain who my waifu is. If I had to settle on one, if you're one waifu right now, you only 2 seconds. We could go. It has to be Ishtar from Fire Emblem. Stick or controller? Obviously stick. Why? Because one, at the airport, you have to take it out of your bag and show it to them, and they always have something to say, and sometimes you make friends. That is cool. Two, it doesn't matter what you're using. You could be on PC, Xbox, PS4, Switch. You can always use a stick. If you use pad and you have an Xbox controller, all the turns are on PS4, then you have to get a converter, and it's all this extra, I don't want to deal with that. Three, I feel there is a lot more flexibility with how you can express yourself with your stick, because honestly, the stick is a box with a lever and buttons, and there's all this space to put stickers and art and graffiti or whatever you're into, and I think that's cool. If I go pro in any non-FGC game, this is a kind of tough one. Maybe. I guess the move would be something like Fortnite or something. That game you play alone, right? So as long as it's a game that I could play with no teammates, that is the move. So I'll say Fortnite. What was my favorite tournament of 2019? So there's two answers for this, because there's the real answer and there's the nice fighting game answer. So nice fighting game answer would be Combo Breaker. Amazing tournaments. I love the Hado. I love that tournament. But a lot of people love that tournament in NA, and we all know about it. So I'd rather pick a tournament that people don't really know in North America that well. So my actual one that I will say is Ultimate Fighting Arena in France. That tournament is French Combo Breaker, just as amazing, just as cool, and it's in Paris instead of Chicago. Sorry, Chicago, but Paris is really cool. like this. I sit like this. I actually sit like this. I try to like, one thing that's pretty important to me is keeping like good posture. Like, because I feel like there are moments where you kind of have to lean into the game a little bit and focus, but for the most part in your standard play, I like keeping like a nice straight back, kind of like playing an instrument kind of thing. And also like trying to avoid like, you know, this gamer neck kind of thing. So I try to just keep straight back, straight posture, relax, and go. How would I rate this chair that I'm sitting in? So like, I think I have to, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. So these are the parts I like the most. So this right here, this little curve right here. So I could feel it already. So when I sat in the chair the first time, I was like, wow, it's a chair. But after sitting there for like 10 or 15 minutes, I kind of noticed like this little curve support for like my lower back. And what I normally play in at home is like a leather office chair. And if you have one, you kind of know it's kind of like straight. So you'll have the tendency to kind of like sometimes like lean back the wrong way and you have to fix yourself. So here, this kind of makes it so you don't do that. And you have a nice like head support here, which I like the little airplane style thing. The other thing I kind of like too is, here I'm gonna sit back down. So the other thing I like are these armrests. So you can adjust these. It's kind of nice for like I play arcade stick, so my arms aren't always here, but like I can adjust them to where I need to be. Some people who play pad, they play with their elbows flared out, so they could be a little bit comfortable. So like overall, like the main thing I like about the chair is that I don't have to think about adjusting my posture because I have something to support me in the back that like just does it for me, which is a big deal. Hope you guys like these videos, learning a little bit more about me and this sick chair. This is the most comfortable chair I sat in today and also yesterday. Check me out on Twitter at LordKnightVB and on YouTube /DukeKnight. And thanks for watching. Rapid fire. Is it the over? You turned out the lights. I was like, shit, dude.